everybody. It is Pi. Today we'll be playing Manual Samuel. Looks weird. Kind of reminds me of a movie called Weekend at Bernie's, according to the preview. Let's check it out. Manual Samuel. Go to story mode. I have a feeling this is gonna be weird.
Our story begins in the middle of the 40s, when a hopeful young soldier called Sam... we're not doing that? Our story begins in the middle of last Tuesday, where a hopeless young freeloader called Sam is sipping a fancy cup of coffee with a name nobody can pronounce. Sam was born with a silver spoon in his mouth. But not the actual spoon that he has in his mouth now. That is a different spoon. But a figurative spoon that represents all the wealth and attention that he has been receiving from his parents. And their butlers. And their butlers' parents. You're a douche, aren't you, Sam? Blink twice if yes. He can't hear me. This is Sam's girlfriend. Also not being heard by Sam. She's mad at Sam for his lack of responsibility produced by his large wealth. She also mentions the fact that Sam has forgotten her birthday for the 3rd year in a row. Sam's girlfriend is upset. As with most rich and famous brats, Sam does not pick up on that. Instead, he decides to lay this gem.
Things just work out for me, baby. I can't just run around and do stuff. I'd end up with a limp spine or something.
Sam's girlfriend does something she should have done a long time ago. Sam is laying unconscious on the floor. He gathers his strength and makes an effort to get up. Then he makes another effort to stand up straight. Sam is hit in the head so hard, he has to remind himself how to walk. He takes a right step. Then he takes a left step. Good job, Sam! You're very good at existing.
How dare you startle my child?
An overprotective mother hurls a cup of coffee in Sam's face. He has to blink rapidly to regain his vision.
Say something, Harold.
Oh, gee.
How is our son going to become a respected politician if he can't fend for himself?
I thought he was going to become an actor.
Oh, what's the difference?
Sam remembers the one thing he's good at. Paying for stuff. So he turns around to pay for his beverage.
This is weird.
Sam pays the guy 500 euros, barely covering the coffee.
Thanks for the tip, douchebag.
Sam decides to hurl another 500 at the guy. Not such a douchebag after all. Sam is hurling stacks of 500s left and right. He has no perception of money. Sam is about to spend his whole weekly allowance on tipping a barista named Tony. He really was hit hard in the head.
Holy feces! I'll just start my own coffee shop!
Once again, Sam makes someone quit their job by tipping them too much.
So long, suckers!
Sam spends a decade making his way out the door, which is pretty good for as Sam waggles outside. He sees his girlfriend on the other side of the road. Sam pulls himself together and rushes towards his soon-to-be ex-girlfriend. This is when a septic tank truck approaches Sam with an average speed of 90 kilometers per hour. The impact renders him 8 types of dead. Who knew a bottle to the face would result in such a terrible fate for Sam? But a bottle won't be the only thing that will meet Sam's face today. There's also the ground in hell. Sam does not like being dead a single bit. He also hates the eerie feeling of not having any cash on him. Then he finds 7 glowing notes in his pocket. That makes him feel reasonably better. The source of the sound is none other than obliteration and oblivion, extermination and extinction, the end, decease and demise, the Grim Reaper, death. He's trying to do a kickflip on a skateboard and is dressed like a douchebag for some reason.
Wow.
In his coarse, horrifying voice, he lays this on Sam.
Yo, yo, yo! You must be Sam from the info I was provided.
Then he takes a second look at Sam and his eye sockets widen.
Holy feces, dude! Your soul be like a diamond. Let me cut you a deal that we can seal. For reals? Aight, man, it decided.
The notes in Sam's pocket are something called a shred of life. Every soul has at least one, and it is the biggest unit in Hell's currency, followed by quality of life, school of life, sound of life, meaning of life, and thug life.
If you give me your shreds, I'll resurrect your face and get you out of hell on one condition. You'll have to survive 24 hours with a handicap I choose under my supervision, bro.
Sam decides to check out the rest of Hell before doing any deals with supernatural beings.
Why, hello there, dear sir. Let's see if we can find a job for you. You get to be... ooh, a plumber. That'll be all your shreds, dear sir.
All right, that sounds fair. Yes.
Sam notices that the souls that get into Hell are forced to get a job and become functioning souls of society. For most people, this is okay, but for Sam, it's horrifying. He hurls his shreds at death like he's never hurled piles of money before.
Why, hello there, dear sir. Let's see if we can find a job for you. You get to be...
He keeps the last shred for the next time he meets the gatekeeper of Hell, whenever that's going to be.
Aight, bro. I only get to do these deals annually. But if you really want to live in biz, you have to do it manually. Also, I will stop speaking in rhymes now.
Sam has just traveled through time, space, and logic, and finds himself fully alive, and more importantly, rich again. His joy is only dimmed by the fact that he can't move at all. This is when he shows up. Death.
Yo, yo, yo! Oh, God, you look horrible. I mean, you look great, bro. You be okay? Can you hear me? Blink twice if yes.
And this is the end, part 1. Stay tuned for part 2 of Manual Samuel.